What up, though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me while I'm in LCA getting some steps in, most steps in, 10,000. So it's 313 day, y'all. March 13th, Detroit Day. I'm here at the Pistons game. I've been coming here I think they've been doing this for 4 years now. This is my third time coming, so I've come to every one but the first one. And whenever you come to them, they always give you some ice. This year was no different, but the ice this time, it spins. How about that, man? You know us black folks love when stuff spins, so that cracked me up. They definitely know their demographic. If this was a Wings game, it would not, first of all, it would not be as many black folks here as it is right now. And they certainly wouldn't be giving out ice, let alone ice that spins. But let's get into the topic at hand before I take part in more of the festivities here at LCA. Oh, snap. Y'all look at that behind me, that 313 day thing. I'm gonna get a picture with that. I think last year I might have got a picture with that. Well, whatever. We're going to get a picture with it again because this is a whole different year. Let me walk around here. Let's talk about y'all girl, Vivica Fox, man. Jeez, oh, jeez. Girl 60 years old and went and got a BBL. And I'm not making fun. We love Vivica Fox, all right? Us black men, we love Vivica Fox. She loves us too. She complains a lot about us, but she loves us too as black men. But man, 60 with a BBL, come on, that's nonsense. That's really nonsense. Because the thing is this, who are you trying to attract with a BBL at 60 years old? Vivica, Sanaa Lathan, Taraji, Lisa Ray. These are all women that in their prime, man, they were amazing. Really, they were all them ladies I named were considered to be some of the most beautiful in Black Hollywood. And they've now all found themselves to be ranging between 55 and 60. And they still haven't found the guy who they're looking for. And this is largely because when they were younger and everything was still perky, they weren't ready to settle down. They weren't ready to be under a man's leadership, his coverage. They weren't ready to submit to a man. They were making money. They wanted to be strong and independent. And unfortunately, this is oftentimes the way that strong and independent thing goes. This really is. This is oftentimes the way it ends for women. You got a woman like Vivica Fox. Y'all remember how she looked? When she was with 50, what was she, like 39? She looked amazing. She looked like she was in her early 30s and she was in her late 30s. She was bad. She was lean. She could wear the thin, form-fitting dresses that the women in their 20s was trying to rock. Vivica could rock those. And look what's happened, man. That's why I said, this isn't me making fun at all. We love Vivica. It's sad nonetheless. I mean, here she is, 60 years old, talking about she ready for her husband. And I'd like that for her. I really would. But the likelihood of that happening is slim. It's not impossible, but it's just slim. Because the very things that prevented her from getting a husband all this time, I'm not so sure that she's unlearned them or made the necessary adjustments. And then they all want these super rich guys, or maybe not super rich, but they all want the type of men that they used to be able to attract when they were in their prime. And those guys, they're just not checking for a woman that's granny age at this point in their life. I mean, think about it. If you're a 60-year-old man, multi-millionaire, and you newly divorced or a widower, and whatever it is, you about to dip your toes back into the dating market, you not looking for some 60-year-old woman, man. That woman, if she's single like Vivica, I don't think Vivica's ever been married, right? Because that's why she ready for her husband. If she's single and never been married, chances are she's just not wife material. And I think that's the unfortunate thing that we really don't look at. A lot of these women, they're just not wife material. She's not going to let you lead her. She's not going to submit to you. She's been strong and independent her whole life. And that's why she hasn't managed to be able to lock down a husband. And I don't think that that's going to really change. Now they want an older guy that still has the money and resources like the guys that they used to be able to track when they were younger. But even at this age, they still don't want to submit. Even though this dating strategy has not worked for them, they still are so stubborn to course correct. I don't get it. But does Vivica have a BBL? I don't know for sure, but I say signs point to yes. Her legs, she got the weird looking legs. You know, she has the derriere that's like really curved out there, and the legs don't match. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like the ant booty. You know how the ants got the big old booty and got the tiny little legs? Like that's what it reminds me of, really. So that's a pretty good indicator. The thighs aren't really there. It's just a huge gadunk that just goes to these really tiny legs. And her legs aren't bony. You know, Vivica didn't have bony legs, but the BBL is so outrageous that it makes her legs look bony by comparison. So that's a pretty good confirmation that she out here with the BBLs going on. And it's really unfortunate, man, because I take no delight in the fact that Vivica or Sinai or what's her name, Lisa Ray, or what's the other one, Taraji. I take no delight whatsoever in the fact that these women are in their mid 50s to early 60s and still haven't managed to lock down the type of guy that they want. I don't think there's anything amusing about that. It's a sign of the times of where we are. We have women that they get some success, they get some money, and they believe they don't need a man anymore. They believe that a man is optional. And for them, I mean, it kind of is, because they're not looking for provision, right? They're making their own money. And that's the mistake. Feminism has women thinking that because you are making money, that somehow is going to replace a man. But it don't matter how many zeros that bank account has. It's not going to hold you at night. It's not going to run down there and check when there's a bump in the night, any of that sort of stuff. I mean, there really is no replacement for a man, just like there's no replacement for a woman. But you don't usually hear this from men, right? You don't usually hear men saying, I'm strong and independent, I don't need no woman. It's always coming from the sisters. Always the sisters. I don't really hear it coming from non-sisters, even though I think some say it. Nobody says it as much as sisters do. I'm going to leave it there, though, y'all. Let me get back to moving, taking in the festivities. I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace.